Jensen, welcome to Moscow City Racing and to the MTS stand here. And MTS is all about speed this weekend, and you're going to do some speeds out there tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's great to be back in. Hi. It's great to be back in Moscow. I missed it last year, which was a shame. But I'm looking forward to, hopefully getting some pretty high speeds on the street here and putting a little bit of a show up for everyone here. Formula One cars don't only look great, but they sound great as well. And and they're fast. So we'll see what we can do. I think we did like 260 kilometers an hour last year or something.
Oh, we're going to try and beat that maybe. Now, Jensen, we've had some questions put in from the MTS social network site, and we've got some questions to ask you. Okay, first one is, Jensen, what was it like, what was the feeling like when you first sat behind a wheel of a Formula One car?
Oh, it's a very good question. It was back in 1999, and it was actually a McLaren. I had the chance, as a young driver, winning a young driver program, I got the chance to drive a McLaren around Silverstone. So very special memories, and obviously the speed was something that meant so much to me. You know, I've been in so many different formulas of motor racing, but Formula One was just such a big step in terms of speed. But also the cornering, the G-force you put in the corners was staggering. So I had the biggest smile on my face, and I felt like a kid in a candy shop.
The next one was, Jensen, every time you're at a Grand Prix you're supported by loads of fans. How important is it to have that support by fans? And when you're in the heat of the battle, can you actually hear or feel that support?
Yeah, the fans make a massive difference to us. You know, if the fans weren't here, Formula One wouldn't exist. So, you know, the fans are very, very important to us. And during a race, we can't hear the fans because the Formula One car is so loud, and obviously you're focusing on driving. But before the race and after the race, it really does mean a lot if you have a lot of support out there. You feel like you're winning a Grand Prix with the fans. One of the races that is very special for that is Monaco, because you know you are surrounded by the fans every second of the lap, and when you finish the race, you feel like you celebrate with every single person that's there watching the Grand Prix, which is very special.
Okay, Jensen, this is from their Facebook site. You did a demo in Hungary and you actually drove a Lada. Can you tell us about had you driven one before and what did you think of it?
I could say so many things about comparing it to a Formula One car, but that would be unfair. The Lada, obviously. No, it was an interesting experience because it was obviously a very old Lada as well. So it had no ABS, it had no safety on the car, and it was an unusual experience, but I really like old cars, you know, just mechanical cars, so it was good fun, but no, I wouldn't want to drive one every day, I'm sorry to say.
Now, I've got another one here from Race Time. Jensen, you haven't really changed your helmet design radically throughout your whole Formula One career. Is this something that's very personal to you and psychologically to you? It's important that you don't change it?
Yes, you know, I think a driver's helmet is something that's very important to them because it's the only bit of the car that we can design ourselves. You know, the rest of the car, it's down to the team, down to the sponsors and the partners of how it looks. Whereas our crash helmet, we get to design it ourselves. So it's something very personal to us. Some drivers change it every race, which I think is pretty crazy. But I like keeping the same design, or maybe just changing it a little bit here and there every year. A few races I have had one-off special helmets, which mean a lot to me. One is the Japanese helmet that I have because I have a lot of connection to Japan. So yeah, now and again I do have something that's different, but my helmet normally just stays the same.
And now, 13 years in Formula One, Jensen, how has Formula One racing changed over the time you've been in? And are you enjoying it more now, or at the start, or in the middle?
Well, I've been through lots of ups and downs in my career, and the last 4 years have been very special for me. Racing with a team like McLaren, you know, a team that I would watch in the 80s, you know, when Alan Prost and Ayrton Senna were racing. And I really wanted to be racing for that team. That was really my dream, to compete in Formula One with McLaren. So the last 4 years have been very special. And for me, the racing has been better than ever. You know, there's been really good competition in Formula One, which is good to see. And I don't mean just drivers, I also mean teams. So I think Formula One is in a great place right now, but we can still make it better, and that's exactly what we're trying to do, to make it more exciting for the fans.
Jenson, thank you very much for this and talking to us today. We're going to go inside the pavilion again just now. Just one other thing that you know, there's a Lamborghini sitting over here. MTS have got an app on your phone, and if you use that app, they'll come and pick you up in a Maserati or a Lamborghini for free. So which one would you like to be picked up in later on?
Well, that's amazing. Really? Well, there's more than one in me, so a Maserati is definitely the best option. But you don't have any McLarens?
No McLarens this weekend, no. Next year.
Okay, next year we've got to get some use of McLarens.
Big thanks to Jenson Bаттon, everybody. Thank you.
Oh, nice.